Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you again. Today I am taking the Alfa out. However, it has been absolutely lashing it down. There'll be some clips later on, and we all know that Alfas don't like the rain. No, I joke. It was just absolutely apocalyptic weather, so I'm heading to Kent to go pick up my lovely girlfriend. It's been a while since it's been on the channel, to be fair, so it's good just to give an update. How it's driving, how it's going, it's really good. The guys at Auto Delta have done a stellar job, and she's running very sweetly at the moment. So, yep, I hope you enjoy the video. Make sure to get in the comment section, give it a like, it just helps us, and subscribe as well. We're having a bit of fun. Stay tuned. Hello YouTube again. You now join me inside the Alfa. As you can see, the weather is being very British at the moment, and it is now sunny after it was hurling it down earlier. I've been out and played a bit of football this morning, and it was glorious. And it's just a bit rubbish now. So I am currently sat in the never-ending dread that is the traffic going into the Blackwall Tunnel. I'm just heading into I6, heading to Kent to go pick up my girlfriend. So I just thought now would be a perfect time to say hello again, reacquaint us with the Alfa, and so go for a drive. Really, it's not often we get to go for a drive. So living in central London and working in central London, the car only comes out on weekends and special occasions. There's a lot of stuff been going on recently. Obviously Ed's got his Jag now. Tomo's had some work done to the 205 and will continue having work done to the 205. I've got plans with this. However, there is something arriving soon that will allow me to give the Alfa a rest, but I will say no more on that. In terms of content wise, I hope everybody's enjoying it so far. I'm just going to navigate Blackwall and then I'll catch you on the other side. average speed camera zone at the moment. But we're going to hit the motorway in a second. Hopefully I can get a nice acceleration for everybody whilst doing this, and then we'll jump to some chat really. Coming up soon, so hang fire. Right, here we go guys. I'll do the window as well. There's another car in front of me. Here we go. So we're just cruising now. I just wanted to just go through the car really. I know Tomo did a great job of going through the 205, and there's some, I've got to say, there's some fantastically crap driving on the roads out of London. Just watching a Discovery and a A7 diesel, just not very happy with each other. Anyway, so I don't know how it sounds like. I'm currently in 6th, cruising along at 70. Bang on 70 on the speedo, so probably less than that actually. Hopefully you can hear me well. So the car again, I don't want to repeat myself. I know I've gone through it in a few other videos, but Alfa Romeo 147 GTA. This particular one I got a few years back. It had a few issues with it, so I've been very happily working with the guys at Auto Delta, who are Alfa specialist, to just bring it back up to OEM plus really. So those guys offer some incredible stuff, supercharging, the 3.7 litre conversion, but this is just a stock 3.2 Busso V6 that Alfa are very famous for, and hopefully you can hear from that little pull, and in the tunnel as well. It sounds amazing. I've got Auto Delta back box on it, Wizard exhaust, then from the head to the back box, so it sounds amazing. We're just going to go through some more average speed cameras, which is fantastic. So I'm getting quieter, which is nice. The Auto Delta guys have done a very good job of getting this car back to being a bit more cruisable. Previously, when I first got it, the exhaust was all over the shop. I think I've spent about 2 or 3 grand so far getting the exhaust sorted out, all the way from the headers all the way back to the back box and the tips. And that's probably been where most of my money's gone, because you just keep finding little bits here and there that need sorting out. But to drive the car, it's amazing. It pulls so hard. I think me and Tom alluded to it previously. It's at the moment it's got stock suspension. It's got some Pilot Sport 4s on it. Stock Alfa wheels. It grips. It's got the diff as well, so it does grip around corners, but the suspension needs doing and will be being done soon. In terms of the engine, I think it's nearly there now. I don't think there's anything else needs doing to it. The guys at Auto Delta have had a fiddle with it. I think we haven't dynoed it, but it's between 280 and 300 horse now, which is plenty. It's a small car, doesn't need any more than that. I love the sound of it. It's so comfortable as well. You can see my seats are so comfy. The sound system's good. It's a Bose sound system that came with stock of the car, so can't complain about that. Doesn't play some terrible music. In terms of the driving experience, the gearbox, we've had a few issues with the gear change. It's got a bit loose, and they tightened it up, but I think it's getting a bit loose again, so we might have to have a look at that. Sometimes doesn't get quite into 5th and 6th very easily, so we'll have a look at that again. Coilovers are definitely coming. They're definitely coming. It's just when. The carbon air intake is going back on the car. Currently that's not on the car. I've spoken about that before. That'll be going back on. So when that goes back in for that, when I get told the car's back, then we'll get a few more bits done. But in terms of the actual driving experience, unfortunately I'm not on some leafy back roads like the guys were in their video. I'm on the where are we on? A2. The M2. actually do anything to this car. I'm at such a mindset at the moment that Tomo's got his 205 and he's very happy to take that back to OEM, get it as stock as possible. This car's obviously had a bit of modifying done to it. I'm not going to go full max power on it and shove it up or anything like that. I've seen a few which have had some very nice modifications done to them, and power wise some very nice mods. I just don't think it's worth it in this, to be honest. I've had some ideas about other cars for high power stuff, so that's way down the line. But yeah, I just want this thing just to be I really want it to be a lovely summer car, if I'm being honest. In the winter it's getting old, and it's at 104,523 miles now. Obviously I look after it as much as I can. It's garaged, it's undercover, everything like that. So it's being well looked after, and I want it to stay that way. I want to have this car for a long time, until I'm substantially older than I am now. It means a lot to me just because of the time period when I bought it and where I've been in this car, and lots of other things really. It's just been brilliant, and I've got an emotional connection with it because I've put so much time and effort into it with the guys at Auto Delta. I mean, I don't get my hands greasy, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo about mechanics. I have a little bit, I have general knowledge, but not to do it myself. I've done a few little bits here and there, changed clutch clips, all that sort of thing, but nothing. I haven't got the facilities to do anything else. Well, choice, it's raining again. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it. Like I said earlier, I have got something else joining it. I won't say anything else, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, driving it is just good fun. It gets a lot of looks as well, which is interesting. I'll leave it there. I've been rambling for a while now. I'm sure I'll cut some bits out of this. Actually, whilst it's on my mind, so I did a little how many left look the other day at this car, and just I'm curious to see how many are left registered on the road. I was astounded at how few there are left registered. I think there's 100 and I think it was either 174 or 194 of these cars left registered on the road, which when you think about how many cars are on the road, I've never seen one of these cars driving on the road. Never. I've seen 156 GTAs and they look amazing as well. I've got a little of those cars as well. I think I might have to scratch at some point. But less than 200 of these left registered on the road. They're just so rare. Like, even when I looked at 205 GTI, there was hundreds more. That's still a really rare car. So yeah, it just surprises me every time. People don't know what this car is. It's only a 2004, so it's not hugely long ago. I'm not exactly old. I don't think I'm old. And this was my dream car when I was growing up as a kid. Really, get a hot hatch, and this was after the Top Gear review, and just see the tyres smoking when it didn't have a diff. I sort of got a diff, so I can't do that one wheel peeling or everything like that. And I don't really want to waste my Pilot Sports. But yeah, I'm just surprised it's so rare. I'm not, they fall apart, but a lot of them have been broken for parts, and the engine's obviously really is an amazing engine, so a lot of people do stuff with the engine. So I just want to keep hold of it really. I really truly love it. Anyway, let's crack on into Kent. There we go, guys. So I've made it to Maidstone Maidstone. I hope it was just a short video, to be honest. Just to catch up with you guys. I haven't done an Alfa video in a while, so I thought I'd better get an Alfa video in. You could hear it. You could see some of the less pretty parts of the A2 and M2 and the London to Kent commuter belt. We've got some great videos coming for you guys, honestly. We're trying our best to get consistency. I think we've got a consistency. It's just making sure we're getting enough now. Some big things coming, so stay tuned. The garage will be growing. The people in the garage will be growing. I say the garage, but yeah, just us as a group of mates. But yeah, so make sure to please like, subscribe and comment below. Please. It's just a good way to keep us growing, really. You'll see more of the Alfa 205, the Jag. Give the Jag some like as well, actually. It's a lovely car. Had a good reception when we went live with the video, so make sure to give that some love in as well. And yeah, whatever else arrives in the garages in the coming days, weeks, months, years. Sounded like I was on a Friends episode then, but yeah. Stay tuned, guys.